Good evening, everyone. This is your captain speaking. Buckle up. Get ready for takeoff. Today, we're flying to the territory of Charlie Kirk. Our destination today is Charlie Kirk. That's the topic we'll be talking about. And I thought I did a tribute to him and his family. And that video was not monetized. The tribute's been done. So now we're going to do a breakdown as to who the shooter is and his motive. Yes, his motive. I've done some digging, and what I found is not going to be put anywhere on social media. It's just I have to look at the facts and what's in front of me. So, with all due respect, I hope the shooter rots in jail. I hope he gets what he deserves. Either the death penalty or rots in jail for the rest of his life. He's never going to see daylight again. Now, I don't condone acts of violence, but we're here to talk about his motive. So, what if I was to tell you that this shooting and his motive had nothing to do with politics or Charlie Kirk's beliefs? It's something else entirely. Something that everybody is overlooking. Everybody's speculating on stuff. So I have the right to speculate, and I have the right to my opinion. We should pray for Charlie Kirk's family. They are grieving right now. I know what it's like to lose a loved one. So, and I don't think it's appropriate to be dancing on his grave and be celebrating anyone's death. People that do that are ghouls, and they deserve to lose their jobs over it. A man died. He was somebody's husband, somebody's daddy, somebody's son, somebody's son-in-law, somebody's brother. He was all of those things. So, let's start first. I got two other computers going over here, and I got everything I know about Charlie Kirk's shooter, and I got his bio here, and I've got the bio on Charlie Kirk. His full name is, get this is going to be important later on in the video, Charlie James Kirk. I'm not making this shit up. You can't make this shit up. That's going to be very important. I want you to remember his middle name, Charlie James Kirk. For those of you over 50, you probably get what I'm saying. This will be important later on. I promise you that will be a very important thing to remember. So who is Charlie Kirk? Let's start with his bio. Charlie Kirk stood 6'5". That's going to be important. Keep that. Write that down. He was 6'5". I'm going somewhere. I promise you I'm going somewhere with this. So, okay. Now, I did a basic Google search. He was born October 14th, 1993 in Arlington Heights, Illinois. Education, he went to Harper College and Wheeling High School. He died September 10th, 2025 at 31 years old in Orem, Utah. His spouse, Erica Frentz, I guess. Married in 2021 to today. Wow. Height, 6'5". Remember that. Remember that. His height's going to be important here. I'm going somewhere. Profession, author, television producer, media personality, political activist. Parents, Robert W. Kirk. That's all it says. Daddy. He's got a mom, he's got brothers and sisters. Education, Harper College, Wheeling High School. Already said that. Host of the Charlie Kirk Show, founder of Turning Point USA, and a member of the Red Team, the Republican Party. Okay. So, that's Charlie Kirk. Now, we know he's 6'5". What do we know about his shooter? Alright, let's go to his shooter. His name is Tyler Robinson. Age 22. Lives in Utah. Background: former straight-A student described by peers as politically outspoken but unaffiliated with any party. Faith: his family are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Mormons. They live in Utah. 75% Mormon. Okay. They have some motives here, but text message. Robinson's roommate, so he wasn't living with his parents. Lance Twiggs turned over incriminating text about hiding the weapon. Online activity, messages on Discord, and social media posts are being reviewed. Okay, so what I'm going to tell you, I mean, you can pull up, you get your AI, do some Google searching. His motives, well, I have a theory about what his motive was. It has nothing to do has nothing to do with politics. His reason for doing this is not politically motivated at all. Now, he's 22. He probably sits in his room all night. He has very few friends. He does have a roommate, so I guess he's not living at home, which he should be living at home, because he's only 22. He needs to save his cash so he can go out on his own. Live at home for a while. Living situation. Well, Robinson lived with a transgender identifying partner who was cooperating with the FBI. The partner reportedly helped confirm Robinson's identity through shared messages. He was arrested September 11, 2025, after a family member tipped off authorities following a confession. So his dad tipped him off, and his roommate tipped him off. Charges: aggravated murder, felony charges of a firearm, obstruction of justice, custody held without bail, pending trial. Okay, so what is my theory? What is my spin on this issue? Okay, remember I told you to keep in mind that Charlie James Kirk, is 6'5". Now, I saw a YouTube video giving him a face rating. Now, I'm going to jump on this video before Wheat Waffles does his spin, because I guarantee it, if I'm thinking this, Wheat Waffles is another YouTube channel, is also thinking this. So I got to be the first to jump on this theory, this idea of what his motive was. And here it is. His motive is jealousy. Okay, let's dive into that. We know he's 22 years old, so he probably sits alone on a Friday and Saturday night, dateless, can't get dates, can't get girls to go out with him. His dad bought him a Dodge Charger. A Dodge Charger, okay? You need to Google up Dodge Charger. These are muscle cars. He did that to try and get the chicks, try and get girls. It's a chick magnet. Well, so he thinks. try and be cool. One of the cool kids. Now, he is smart. He is a straight A student. And he's riding on a full scholarship. So I'm trying to understand why he did what he did. I mean, he's smart. He's got a nice looking car. Comes from a wonderful family. He's got a lot going for him. I don't understand why he lost his self-confidence and self-esteem. I would think having a hot car like that, being a straight A student, an honor student, full scholarship, would give you the confidence and self-esteem that you need. But apparently, he didn't have it. At least he thought he had no self-confidence. Now, what if I was to tell you this man could possibly be an incel? A dateless person who can't get girls to go out with him. Now, his roommate identifies as trans, but he doesn't. Now, I want you to keep that in mind. I'm not trying to categorize trans people. There's nothing wrong with them. One of my best friends is trans, so please don't do that. So, far-right Groyper movement led by Nick Fuentes, through Fuentes denied any connection. Okay, my guess is he was not radicalized by the left. No, he's radicalized by an incel community. And incels, if you understand incels at all, I mean, he's 22, can't get girls to go out with him. What if he shot Charlie to try and impress a girl? Think about it. We men do crazy things to try and get tail. Do we not? Think about it, how true that is. Men will go to the moon. They would go to great lengths to try and get tail. Only fools exist for a reason. Prawn exists for a reason. Think about it. Why is only fools there? So men can simp. Now, maybe this guy was lonely, friendless beyond his roommate, so he has problems making friends, and he's shy, and so his confidence level kind of goes down. Maybe he did ask a couple of girls. Assuming he asked a couple of girls out and they turned him down, so his confidence just wasn't there. You can drive a flashy car and still not have the confidence. He should have it because confidence comes through achievements. He's a straight A student. I would think that would be helpful. That would give him his confidence. And having that nice car, it would me. Oh shit. But apparently not. He didn't see the world through that lens. So he's been trying to get women to date him. He's probably been on the incel forums through Discord. So here is how incels think. Incels, if you listen to their podcast, the reason I know about them is when my late wife, when she passed away, I went down the manosphere. I went down a rabbit hole after she died. And because I was wanting to date again. So first I was looking up dealing with being a widower. And then it just led me down that trail, down the manosphere. The red pill, blue pill, black pill, purple pill, you name it. And I came across everything, including the black pill, the incel community, listening to their podcast. I'm going, I'm glad I'm not like them. Oh my God, these guys are so sad. But so I understand them a little bit, just because I listened to some of their podcasts. There was one channel called Inselmatics. I really enjoyed listening to that one because first over there was so articulate and well educated. I'm going, this guy's pretty smart. I don't understand why he... So all these guys talk, always complaining about girls, always complaining they can't get dates. And I'm just like, I don't get it. So the incels think they paint Chad as their enemy. Chad, if you go, they say the dating market is skewed, right? The women say they want Chad, 6'4", 6-pack abs, 6-figure income. So the dating market, they claim, is skewed, and a lot of guys are dateless. They're lonely. There's a loneliness epidemic going on out there. So maybe this guy was lonely. Maybe he just had a hard time getting a date. And then here comes Charlie Kirk. Now, hear me out. So this guy's been in Discord, and they're talking about Chads and Stacy's. Now, Chad is 6'4", you know, the guy with a hot car, good looking, a lot of hair, just good looking. I'm not Chad. I'm not 6'4". But that's how the incel community paints Chad. Then you have the Stacys. Now, Stacys are women that I think are at least a 7 or above on the look scale. Anything 7 or above on the look scale, they would call that a Stacy. A lot of guys try to looks max. You got to understand some of their lingo. So here comes Mr. Charlie here. Charlie is 6'5". That's Chad. Charlie has a beautiful wife. He married a Stacy. Charlie's got 2 beautiful children. He's got a successful career, a good podcast. He's got a family that loves him. He's got friends. He's got high social status. He travels around the country, and now he's almost become a god. There are movements now going all over the world because of Charlie Kirk. But I'm here to tell you, it's my theory that he was shot by an incel. So this was not politically motivated at all. This is not an attack on people's faith, not an attack on his faith or anything he believed in. He was shot because he was Chad. He personified and embodied Chad. To the incel community, Chad is their enemy. They see Chad as the villain. They see him as Lex Luthor. They hate Chad. They despise Chad. That's all the incels talk about, Chads and Stacys. Stacys won't date them, so sometimes they resent them. A certain man named Elliot Rogers. Well, I forgot what he did. I remember the name. He did something bad, and because he was mad at the world. Well, this guy was mad at the world. He was mad at Charlie Kirk. Not because of Charlie's beliefs, but because of everything Charlie stood for, everything Charlie was. He was a Chad. He was jealous of everything Charlie had. Charlie had a beautiful wife. I'd like to have a beautiful girlfriend. I'd like to go to bed every night with a beautiful girl like that. That lucky son of a gun. So he was jealous. Jealous because Charlie had a beautiful wife, 2 great kids. He's a wonderful father. Adored by fans across the world. Even the leftists who say they don't like him, but did he do this to impress a girl? Maybe. That's a possibility. Guys do a lot of crazy stuff to get tail. Like I was saying. What if he shot him because Charlie is Chad, 6'5", beautiful wife, 2 beautiful kids, beautiful home, nice clothes, physically fit, healthy, got everything going for him. He's got everything that this incel wanted. What's this incel's name again? He's an incel. Tyler. His name is Tyler. So Tyler was jealous of Charlie. That is the motive. Not his beliefs. Jealousy. Now, Remember, his name is Charlie James Kirk. Oh, man, you can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. So, James Kirk is a fictional character on Star Trek. He's captain of the Starship Enterprise. And by remarkable coincidence, he's a playboy. If you watch the original series at all, Captain Kirk always had beautiful women. Oh, always beautiful women on all these episodes. In their scantily outfits. Oh my God, it's amazing they got away with some of the stuff they got away with. Some of the women on Star Trek were super, super sexy. And Captain Kirk was always getting the ladies. He was a ladies' man. He was Chad all the way. So the fact that his name was Charlie James Kirk, just it emboldened Tyler. It's like, oh my God, not only is he 6'5", got a beautiful girl, beautiful kids, but he's named after Captain Kirk, the total embodiment of Chad. Captain Kirk was always getting the girls. So here he was, a walking personification of Chad. And in the incel world, they don't like Chad. So in his mind, in the incel mind, he had to take him out. He's my enemy. He was jealous of everything Charlie Kirk had. That's my theory. I'm going with it. I'm sticking with it. This is something that I think mainstream media is overlooking. I know the far right don't want to hear this. They're trying to paint the narrative of the Democrats versus us, the blue team against the red team. This has nothing to do with politics. The Christians are trying to say it's an attack on our faith. It's not an attack on your faith. This was an incel, jealous of Charlie Kirk, took him out because he considered Charlie the enemy. Look at, his name is Charlie James Kirk. You can't make this shit up. Well, when I at first I was thinking his name is Charlie Kirk, and I thought about his last name Kirk, kind of like Captain Kirk. I thought maybe he's got a middle name, right? And I said, please don't let his middle name be James. Please no. Guess what? It was. I was merely speculating. When I did a Google search, his middle name was James, like James T. Kirk. He was named after Captain Kirk. So yeah, Charlie was Chad. His wife, Stacy. So when he shot Charlie, he was taking out what he would consider Hitler, Lex Luthor, the enemy of the incels. He was a lucky guy. He felt that Charlie, Mr. Kirk, had everything handed to him because he's good looking. He's got everything handed to him because of his looks. His height, he's 6'5". He is good looking. And the world just was his oyster. And everything just successful YouTube channel, beautiful wife, beautiful kids. And this incel couldn't stand it that this guy had it all. And he's saying, I've got nothing. You have a family too who loves you. You're a straight A student. You've got this nice Dodge Charger. But no, he was super jealous of Charlie. Charlie, who had a beautiful girl by his side. I'm a dateless amigo. I can't get laid. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Tyler. Tyler, that's what that was going through his mind. So this was an attack by an incel. This was an act of jealousy. This is not political. Although they're saying it's political, but not really. And it's so, and then he decides, because a lot of incels don't like Stacy's either. They're the girls they want to date, but they're mad at Stacy's because Stacy's turned them down. Stacy's won't talk to them. Stacy's are also kind of the enemy. They kind of hate women. Because women won't talk to them. Women won't date them. Women want nothing to do with them. So this guy is considered a sub-5 guy. I watched this one YouTuber do a face rating on him. Gave him a 4.2. If you saw what he looked like, he kind of does look like an incel. So Charlie's wife is now a widow. Charlie's wife is a Stacy. And cells don't like Stacy's either. So his mind is, I got rid of my enemy. Now Stacy is without a husband. It's my revenge on Stacy. I'm going to take Charlie away from you. Boom, Charlie's gone. He's the enemy. He was just so jealous of everything Charlie had. Not necessarily what he stood for, but what he had. He was jealous. This was an act 100% jealousy. That's how I'm looking at it. It is not political. It's not religious. Those aren't the reasons he attacked him. But the media will spin it maybe that way. Just to gaslight the right. But no, this was purely jealousy. A dateless person who couldn't get laid. Maybe he's trying to impress some girl. So there may be a girl involved. Well, not involved, but he thought if he knocked this guy out, he'll be cool and I'll be popular. I got rid of the enemy. He probably never thought he'd get caught. But I think he was going to confess it to somebody. Charlie's gone. He's trying to impress a chick. Somewhere there's a chick back. I don't know. Yeah, men do crazy stuff to get tail. There's no denying that either. But that's my take. I want to thank everybody for coming on board, and I just don't know what else to say about this. This is crazy shit. Everyone's putting their spin on it. Everyone says, Captain, what's your spin? Well, I'm giving you my spin. This guy was an incel. And he hated Charlie. Because Charlie is Chad. Even his name, James Kirk. Oh my God, you couldn't make this shit up. Chad. So you have, just look up his bio. And look at, and that's my take. Well, I'm going to have to let everybody go. It's hard to say au revoir. So, au gratin. Au gratin, everybody. Uh-oh. Is this the magic finger? Oh, there's something I forgot to do. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I got to do one more thing. This is to Tyler. The guy who shot Kirk. The whole world is angry at this shooter right now. They're mourning, and I am too. I was like, I barely knew the guy, knew who he was, but I know what it's like to lose a loved one. So my prayers are with his wife and kids. This man didn't deserve to die. No one does. So, you know what this is, right? Hey, Tyler. You took down a good friend. You took down a good man, a husband, a father. You know what you can do, Mr. Tyler, for shooting this guy? I'm going to say it. I don't care. Eat a bowl of fuck. Really. Eat a bowl of fuck. You took someone's daddy, someone's husband, brother, son. There's no excuse for that. When I can't get laid, I can't get a girlfriend, so I'm just going to shoot Charlie because he's Chad. You're jealous of Chad. That's what it is. That's it. That's it, folks. That's a spin that no one else is spinning except me. I am the only guy on YouTube spinning this theory, this idea of why the shooter did what he did. Because he's a fucking loser. Now he's going to spend the rest of his days behind bars, possibly get the death penalty. He'll never see daylight again, as it should be. You took a human life. Now there are vigils all over the planet. I stand with these people. Great. The only way I differentiate myself is saying this wasn't politically motivated. This is everything to do with him being jealous of Charlie. Everything to do with he couldn't get laid. That's it. Plain and simple. The only reason I suspect this is because after my wife died, I went down the manosphere after she died. So I listened to a lot of podcasts. And I looked at Charlie Kirk, 6'5", beautiful wife, beautiful kids, and his name is James Kirk, who was a playboy himself. Yeah, he was a total embodiment of Chad. Look up Chad. But anyway, I really got to go. I really need to say a gratin. Okay, now I guess I'm ready to push the button. It's hard to say au revoir. So, a gratin. This time I'm making a run for it. I'm getting ready to push that button. Here I go. It's only you. It's back for me, babe. It's only you. Don't need a damn way. It's only you. Don't need a damn. It's only you. It's really good, I promise you.